Fourth quarter. Fourth quarter.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. No reason
Nice.
there, and they do
Fourth quarter.
So on fourth down, a big-time completion. The defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
John Brown.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. John Brown, 28 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With two guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as a really nice touch on the ball with this throw.
And some talent, too. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
42 to 22.
On the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense.
That's how you do it.
2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back at 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and while what's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop it? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes Having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but he's got a tough goal for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And only able to give this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a full pick of the ball game. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? No, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off.
And he's got Hardman in
Wow.
the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of
56 to 22. 56 to 22. John Brown, 3 receptions, 135 yards. That's pretty good.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he's going deep for Brown. And that was almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd
drive.
Game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Carr. Able to find one.
There we go.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
What you guys want to see this play, folks? Leave me a comment down below. This play.
He's going deep for Brown. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time
I'll make it last one
now Carr,
for you guys to see.
pass brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Defensively,
Alright guys, see you guys next time.